क्या इटली वर्थ इट था? डू यू हैव एनी रिग्रेट्स कि इंडिया में ही कर लेना चाहिए था या कोई और कंट्री कर लेना चाहिए थी? क्या आपके लिए ओवरऑल एक्सपीरियंस सब कुछ ठीक था?
Considering India, Italy was definitely worth it.
सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट सवाल जो कि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स, इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स का क्वेश्चन रहता है एंड बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स का के मन में एक डाउट रहता है कि आप जब इंडिया में आपने डिसाइड किया कि यू विल गो थ्रू दिस एप्लीकेशन, वहाँ से लेके आपको जब तक अपनी डिग्री मिली तब तक आपके पॉकेट से, आउट ऑफ योर पॉकेट, आपका टोटल एक्सपेंस कितना था?
Zero.
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 Do you feel safe compared to India?
Compared to India, 200% gap.
I always suggest people थोड़ा तो abroad experience होना चाहिए. 6 महीने का हो, 1 साल का हो, 2 साल का हो, you go back to your country.
I would say India में तो तुम्हें पूरा जीवन ही रहना है. ट्रिप मारने की जगह abroad experience जी के देखो.
हाय गाइस, हम यहाँ पादुआ में एक बहुत ही सुंदर से गार्डन में बैठे हैं एंड आज मैं कृति गोमा के साथ हूँ जो कि 2021 में इटली आई थी एंड आज हम उनकी पूरी इटालियन एक्सपीरियंस, इटालियन जर्नी, इटालियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम की एक्सपीरियंस डिस्कस करेंगे क्योंकि अभी फ़िलहाल उनको एक बहुत अच्छी इंटर्नशिप भी मिली है, वो ग्रेजुएट हो चुकी हैं, तो उनको आफ्टर स्टडी वर्क रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस भी पूछा जाएगा. सो इनके बारे में थोड़ा सा समराइज़ कर दूँ तो ये 2021 में इटली यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ पादुआ में ICT इंजीनियरिंग करने आई थी एंड ये लास्ट ईयर ग्रेजुएट हुई अपने मास्टर्स डिग्री से एंड फिर इनको मिलान में एक बहुत अच्छी टेलीकॉम कंपनी में इंटर्नशिप मिला, पेड इंटर्नशिप. मैं इनको यहाँ पादुआ में मिला क्योंकि मैं भी पादुआ में बैचलर्स कर रहा हूँ अपनी इंजीनियरिंग, तो मैं उनको पादुआ में मिला एंड फिर इन्होंने मेरी बहुत हेल्प की, मैंने इनकी बहुत हद तक हेल्प की एंड इनसे ही जानते हैं कि इनका पूरा एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा एंड क्या हम जो कर रहे हैं एज कॉलेज एवेन्यू, क्या वो एक्चुअली स्टूडेंट्स के लिए वर्थ इट है, क्या इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स को कुछ वैल्यू प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. सो हाय कृति.
Hi.
बिफोर एवरीथिंग, ठीक है, कुछ भी क्वेश्चन आंसर्स करने से पहले ही क्या इटली वर्थ इट था? डू यू हैव एनी रिग्रेट्स कि इंडिया में ही कर लेना चाहिए था या कोई और कंट्री कर लेना चाहिए थी? क्या आपके लिए ओवरऑल एक्सपीरियंस सब कुछ ठीक था?
Considering India,
हाँ,
Italy was definitely worth it.
worth it, like
Definitely worth it.
education system
No
wise,
regrets.
no regrets,
No
everything.
regrets.
Perfect. So आपसे जानते हैं कि आपको इटली के बारे में पता कैसे चला? Like आप इंडिया में, if I'm not wrong, दिल्ली में बैचलर्स कर रहे थे, किस में?
Maths honors में.
आपने मैथ्स ऑनर्स किया एंड फिर सडनली बाहर जाने का प्लान कैसे आया आपको एंड लाइक इटली ही क्यों चूज़ किया आपने?
So basically मेरे को इटली के बारे में पता भी नहीं था.
हाँ.
मैं पहले अब्रॉड एजुकेशन के बारे में सोच रही थी, तो लाइक US UK सब कंसिडर करते हैं अब्रॉड एजुकेशन के बारे में सोचते हैं, तो
Exactly.
बट इटली का तो मेरे प्लान में था भी नहीं, मुझे पता भी नहीं था इटली के बारे में, कैसे यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जिस्ट करती है. सब तो इटली को एज अ टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन ही समझते हैं. बट like I was just, it was COVID time and उसमें I was just like looking through universities abroad to study in Ireland and stuff. And like one day I was like going through my LinkedIn and I saw one message arrive to me on LinkedIn, and that was from like a professor of University of Padua, Leonardo Badia. And he was mentioning something about hi Kriti, your profile seems really nice, it's very interactive, you have done so many things, would you be interested in studying abroad in Italy for your
So
masters?
आपको यहाँ की यूनिवर्सिटी के प्रोफेसर ने अप्रोच
हाँ.
किया इधर पढ़ने के लिए
जी.
एंड बाय द वे अगर आपको बता दूँ, जो प्रोफेसर इनको अप्रोच किए वो करेंटली मेरे टेलीकम्युनिकेशन के प्रोफेसर हैं
और
So,
इंटरनेशनल एडमिशंस के
हेड है and he is really a nice guy. He owns a Ferrari and he is really the coolest among all professors here. Yeah, so continue.
So मेरे को पहले तो लगा कि ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता. कोई भी प्रोफेसर अपना टाइम निकाल के आउट ऑफ द ब्लू इंडिया में किसी बंदी को टेक्स्ट क्यों करेगा?
तो थोड़ा स्कैम वाले
तो मेरे को
point
पूरा
of
भरोसा
view-
था कि ये 200% स्कैम है, और मुझे लगा कि भाई ऐसे तो सिर्फ स्कैमर्स ही अप्रोच करते हैं. तो मैंने पूरा भरोसा कर लिया कि ये स्कैम है. मैंने कोई रिसर्च नहीं करी, मैंने उसको इग्नोर कर दिया. बट स्टिल लाइक अगले दिन मेरे दिमाग में ऐसी क्यूरियोसिटी जागी कि लाइक लेट्स चेक इट आउट. तो मैंने यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ पादुआ सर्च किया, और जब मैंने उस प्रोफेसर का नाम टाइप किया तो वो प्रोफेसर एक्चुअली एग्जिस्ट करता था यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ पादुआ की वेबसाइट पे. उसका पूरा गूगल स्कॉलर का पेज है, सब रिसर्च पब्लिश्ड वगैरह. तो लाइक आई डिसाइडेड टू रिप्लाई टू हिम, एंड व्हेन आई रिस्पॉन्डेड, ही रिस्पॉन्डेड इमीडिएटली एंड ही टॉक्ड मी थ्रू all the process and told me that there are so many courses in University of Padua which you can choose, courses within courses that you can choose, and you can make a career of yourself instead of thinking about something. And as we can see that in India, considering the education system, for doing an engineering you need to do the JEE IT test always just to get into engineering colleges, or you have to go to private schools which cost a lot. But here, getting admission into a public university just on the basis of your skill and your grade was looking like a very good option considering the education system in India, which I'm not blaming, but personally I don't like it. So I thought that, wow, this could be a nice opportunity to switch from maths honors, a person like me, to do maths honors in Delhi University, and move directly to masters in engineering. And there were like 4 different paths in the part of ICT engineering that I could choose, and it was like the data science that was very intriguing, and I decided to choose the data science path within ICT engineering degree. So I was able to do like a specialization within a degree that was very, let's say, personalized, and we could have chosen everything that we want to learn instead of a system that is completely made and structured. It was like having a free will, which usually people in India don't have.
Oh wow. So Kriti, सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट सवाल जो कि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स, इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स का क्वेश्चन रहता है एंड बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स का के मन में एक डाउट रहता है कि आप जब इंडिया में आपने डिसाइड किया कि यू विल गो थ्रू दिस एप्लीकेशन, वहाँ से लेके आपको जब तक अपनी डिग्री मिली तब तक आपके पॉकेट से, आउट ऑफ योर पॉकेट, आपका टोटल एक्सपेंस कितना था?
Zero.
ज़ीरो। सी गाइस, ये मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, ये ऑलरेडी एक स्टूडेंट, एक क्रेडिबल स्टूडेंट बोल रही है। इनकी डिग्री, इनकी सब कुछ आपको दिखा सकता हूँ मैं। तो थोड़ा हमारे ऑडियंस के लिए आप एक्सप्लेन करेंगे कि ज़ीरो कैसे है? बिकॉज आई मीन इट लुक्स लाइक अ स्कैम टू अ नॉर्मल पर्सन, अ नॉर्मल व्यूअर।
बिल्कुल स्कैम ही लगेगा, किसी को विश्वास नहीं होगा, क्योंकि मुझे भी नहीं हुआ था। सो बेसिकली जब मैं उस प्रोफेसर से बात कर रही थी तो प्रोफेसर ने मुझे ये कहा कि मैंने उनको एक्सप्लेन किया कि जैसे कि मिडिल क्लास फैमिलीज इन इंडिया अब्रॉड एजुकेशन नहीं अफोर्ड कर पाती है विदाउट अ लोन। तो आई वॉज इन द सेम सिचुएशन एंड मेरे को लोन नहीं लेना था, क्योंकि बीइंग मी आई वॉज वेरी फेड अप ऑफ parents pressure and dependency, so I just wanted to be independent and not take any favors from anyone, and I just wanted to be on my own. And for that reason, like, मेरे को first of all abroad education जाना था, second of all full scholarship के साथ जाना था, so that no one can ever say that हमने तुझे पढ़ाया इसीलिए तू हमारे लिए ये कर, blah blah blah. That is a discussion for another time. But मैंने जब प्रोफेसर को ये बात एक्सप्लेन करी कि like everything is okay, I love the university, everything, but what about the expenses? Because मेरे को I need a scholarship, and he then explained me that the University of Padua and the government of Italy, let's say, for every region and every government university gives scholarship to students. And this scholarship was really very interesting, because when he explained to me, I did not believe myself. The scholarship is like, first thing, you do not have to pay the fees.
Okay.
The second thing and the best thing is they pay you for studying in the university, which might seem like a scam, but I tell you, and believe me, it's not a scam. I did it, he did it, our friends did it, and we all studied here for our personal expense, which was zero.
So just for the record, आपको कितने पैसे मिले from the government per year?
7,000 euros per year, which is exactly 7 lakh.
7.5 lakh,
7 lakh 50,000 approx, if I'm talking today's current exchange rate.
Okay.
Which is 7 lakh per year just for living
Just for
on your
living.
own, and it's like the money that comes directly in your bank account.
So they have no control over that money.
They
You can
don't
do
have
whatever
any.
you
I can
want.
do whatever I want.
Okay. So this is one thing that they give you 7,000 euros in your personal bank account, which I have been saying since last year to all of the audience here. And उसके अलावा they also give you Mensa, which is the canteen here. उसका access, so you can opt one free meal
Per day.
throughout the year. And apart from that, your tuition is free. They
You don't pay the fees.
You don't pay the fees.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So another next question is कि if money wasn't the problem, ठीक है कि अगर आपके पास if you were from a upper middle class family or a rich family, and considering the experience that you had now, would you still choose Italy?
Well, to be honest, to tell you the reality, I would choose Italy, or at max, I would choose Germany, but Europe in general. I would not go to the UK and I would not go to the US, and I have my reasons for it. And they're really good because considering the crime rate in US is going crazy, I would not live there. And considering the way Trump is going crazy and the way immigrants and students and everyone is being treated there, I would not want a broad life like that. I know that people there get money, but it's not always about money. It's about quality life, which in Europe is much, much better. Especially in Italy, I would say that when they say dolce far niente, which means the sweetness of doing nothing, they really take it seriously. And Italians really do enjoy their coffee with peace and laughter. They drink alcohol with peace during the day, which was a surprise to me and a cultural shock to me. Cultural shock. They drink beer at 10 a.m. in the morning, gin tonic at 10 a.m. in the morning, and they would be fine. So I myself have experienced, but it's something that this thing that about Italians is very beautiful, that they take their time in doing things. They take their time in enjoying things that they're doing instead of making work as their life. They don't do work as their life or live for work. They do life and work separately with equal balance.
So, और एक बहुत बड़ा concern रहता है इंडियन पेरेंट्स का that when they have a girl child, they especially when they have a girl child, they say that she hasn't left that campus for her entire life. How can we allow her to go abroad, and how can she survive abroad? That's the first part of the question. And second part is, you mentioned about crime rates in UK and US. I mean, because I'm also here since last 3.5 years. Do you feel safe in this country? Because every country has their pros and cons, and obviously nothing is perfect. ठीक है? तो मैंने भी यहाँ पर बहुत कुछ negative aspects feel किए हैं. But as a female, do you feel safe compared to India? If you compare it to India, because our viewers are from India,
So compared to India, 200% yes. 200% without question. I feel safe here, and I think that people in US and UK feel safe in their own way, but I don't feel safe personally knowing all the things. But considering Europe in general, or let's say Italy, it's really, really safe. Like here, I go out with my friends and come back home at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. without any fear. Literally, sometimes I come alone by myself and I don't fear that anything will happen. I will just reach home safe because it is actually safe. Well, considering other cities, let's say Milan is like little a bit, you need to be more careful, but it's not completely unsafe also. It's better than US, the same.
So if we are talking about safety, what I have personally experienced is कि अलग-अलग definition होता है safety का. यहाँ पर I think theft is a problem which is rising, but then आपको कोई खतरा नहीं है, like no one will kidnap you and rape and murders. ये इतना
Considering the crimes in India.
yeah. ये negligible है, but yes, theft and all. I think that's
Pickpockets is a big thing, but yeah,
because
be
I
careful.
think pickpocketing एक ऐसी skill है ना जो कि आपको सारे tourist areas में मिल जाएगी.
मिल
Because
जाएगी. वो
I've
तो आप
seen
कहीं भी चले
Spain,
जाओ.
Germany, I mean even popular tourist destinations like Paris is worse. I think.
Worst.
Worse, right? Yeah, but good to know that like even you came here independently
Well,
knowing
theft
nothing.
is a
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah, theft is a skill. Okay, we have talked about your process now. Let's talk about academics a bit.
Yeah.
So, could you explain quickly how the Italian education system is different from the Indian education system, your exam structures, and the way you give exams, and about the professors?
So the professors are really nice. Sometimes you might have problem understanding the accent, but once you get used to it, you really enjoy the classes because they are very informative. And the fact that about the education system, I would say here it's theoretical and practical both, which is every education system. But I would say, like, here the theory is also interesting if you understand it, because when the professors explain the classes, they explain it with demonstrations and with, I don't know, let's say for me, there was this course that they took me for an office visit, a company visit, to understand how the dynamics of the company work in order to understand better the wireless communication network, because this was a company of wireless communication network. So it was a on-site visit to understand better how the real world works, which is really nice thing, if I would say. And this was my part, but in other departments also, they do really practical work a lot. And it's the second, I think, or the third in Italy, the best university.
Yeah. I mean,
University of Padua, I'm talking. University of Milan is the first, of course. The second is Rome, but I think University of Padua is the third now.
Yeah.
But it's really great university, considering the student life that I have here is amazing. You make so many friends, you make so many, I don't know, intercultural exchanges. The international experience is really worth having once in a lifetime. So
So before you state your student experience,
Yeah.
can you explain the exam structure in a bit, because that's the thing that I felt was completely different from
yeah, I
the
was
system in
coming to
India.
that point.
Yeah.
So the point about exams is basically like, in India, you get one attempt at the exam, and if you fail,
You fail.
you fail.
You have a back in your degree. And
You have
yeah,
back
yeah.
in your degree, they say that there's a black mark in your report
Yeah.
card saying you failed. So in India, they don't give you any option of failure, but here they give you an option of not failure, but an attempt to retry and get better at it, which I really appreciate as a concept, because every exam session gives you, in one semester, it gives you 3 to 4 appeals to retry the exam. So there would be like 4 different dates for the exam, succeedingly, progressively. So first date would be in 1 month, and then second or third it will be the next month, middle of the month. So the person, if it's not satisfied with the grades, can reattempt the exam in the next appeal, which will be in the same semester, and can increase their grade and get better at it. So this gives an upper edge in the education system, because this relieves the stress of the kids, the students usually have during their exam session, that instead of having pressure of just one exam, they can be relieved and try to organize their exam structure. Okay, let's try to give this exam in the first appeal, that one in the second appeal. So they're able to structure and organize their exam session according to their own needs, which is a really great thing, because it relieves pressure for the students, which is very important for their mental health, let's say.
Yeah, totally. Because I'll agree to her कि जब मेरे को ये पता चला था कि you get 4 appeals, and even if you fail, it's not the end of the world per se, because you have the option to retry the exam, and you can retry the exam unlimited number of times. Like in one semester, you get 4 attempts for each subjects. So even if you're not satisfied with your grade, for example, let's say if I got 20 out of 30 and I want to increase my average, I have this option to reject my marks and reattempt it in the next appeal. And I can do this n number of times until I'm satisfied with my score. And you also have practical exams here, like you will have one written exams, and in most subjects, professor will also ask to give you oral exams. So in this way, they check that you have the theoretical and practical knowledge.
Overall knowledge of the subject that you're studying. So they don't just like make you the ratification that we say that, okay, if it's a theory exam and you have to learn everything and attempt one exam and get done with it. No, it doesn't work like that. Here you have to understand the concept, because the exam comes concept based, and it's not like everything that's written in the book will come in the exam. It will be twisted in a way that enhances your understanding skills. If you don't understand the concept, I don't think you will be able to attempt the question. It's like integration.
Integration, that was pain for me, really. You did your maths honors.
I liked integration.
Okay, now coming to the sweet part about your internship and job. So you graduated last year,
Yeah.
right? And how difficult was it to find the internship, and how difficult is it in general for an international student, especially Indian student, to find a job here after their studies?
Okay.
Let's talk about engineering specific for first, and then we can move to in general.
Okay, so usually people here mostly choose for research and opt for research and move abroad in other countries and stuff, because the research that you get from Padua the recommendation that you get from Padova is really, really useful. So I would say most of the people choose research, but people choose jobs in engineering most cases because it's more practical in their case. So I chose job because I didn't want to study more, let's say. And I would say the process of looking for a job is difficult, but not impossible. Okay. The only bar standing between you and a job in Italy is the language. So unless you learn the language, because most of the Italians, it's not a problem that they don't speak English, they don't give jobs in English, they give jobs in English. But the problem is that not everyone speaks English. And most of the company people are, let's say, over 50 and age. And since they have been like this and they spoke in Italian for the rest of their lives, they're not able to learn English so quickly and communicate with the new generation. So they hire people who speak English, but they also ask you to have like at least a B2 in Italian for you to understand and have like easy work life. Because if you have to understand a client that speaks Italian, doesn't speak English, and you need to do that for work, you need to know the language because you need to communicate well with the person.
Absolutely.
That's the most important thing, and I think that works for every other country that you go to except for US and UK, because also for US and UK you need an IELTS, and that's a language exam that you need to give. So in any case you need to prepare for languages.
It makes sense because considering you're opting for a job here, you're not going back to your country.
Exactly.
You plan on living a certain amount of time, spending certain amount of time here.
It's an investment.
It's an investment, and to be very honest, Italian is not that difficult compared to other languages.
It's really understandable.
German and Dutch.
Those are too difficult.
I mean, she speaks B1, B2 Italian now, and she learned
I
it.
Never took any lessons
classes.
in
She
Italian.
just spoke it with her friends, and she learned it in
by
1
speaking.
year.
Yeah.
That's nice to hear. But the internship part specifically, you got a paid internship, right?
Yeah.
And how much did they pay you?
Do you want to know?
Yeah, I mean, your
Make a guess.
I mean, considering it's an internship and you were,
How much would a company give to a person in India for an internship?
or I mean, if they are paying, it's
It's a big deal instead.
But my friends in India, if we consider internship, I think 15,000 max. 15,000 max. So it comes up to, in an average, 150 euros. Yeah. How much did you get? Come on, the moment of
Make a
truth.
guess.
500 euros, 600 euros. 600 euros for max, I think, per month, because you're an intern.
950,
950 euros.
which is approximately 95,000 rupees
And for an internship.
for
And
an internship.
how long was it?
6 months.
6 months internship, you got 950 euros. I mean, I couldn't imagine if...
In an
if-
internship, you're
yeah,
getting 1 lakh
yeah.
rupees.
In an internship, you're getting 1 lakh rupees. So just imagine when you're in a full-time job.
Oh, yeah.
So money isn't a problem here. Comparatively, you might feel Italy pays less to engineers, but they have their reason behind it. क्योंकि taxes बहुत ज़्यादा लगती है पहली बात. But you get your tax benefit. We'll talk about that later. But फिर आपको बहुत सारे benefits मिलती है, because I know a few people who are doing on-site jobs and they get मतलब company का credit card and they can spend their food, their housing, their living expense from the company.
From the company credit card, and they can buy things
Yeah,
with the
so
company
basically
credit
the
card, and
salary
it's
is your
everything.
savings, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything is on company's credit
I
card.
think this is the point where people feel, oh wow.
But that's like exceptional cases. Not
But
everywhere,
on
but
an
it
average,
happens.
I have heard an intern gets 700 to 800 euros.
Yeah. That's
here
the
in
average,
an
yeah.
engineering field. If you are in different fields, prices may be higher, maybe low, but that's the basic. On an ending note, Kriti, and be very honest, it's not because you're making a video for me, for my company, but what would you recommend to an Indian student?
Okay.
Like, is going abroad, is going out of your comfort zone, pushing yourself, because it's not easy. Is it worth it, and should they do it? Because for me, I always suggest people, थोड़ा तो abroad experience होना चाहिए. 6 महीने का हो, 1 साल का हो, 2 साल का हो, you go back to your country, but then वो 2 साल का experience is your...
I would say इंडिया में तो तुम्हें पूरा जीवन ही रहना है. ट्रिप मारने की जगह अब्रॉड एक्सपीरियंस जी के देखो.
And considering the education is cheaper than India, right?
Yeah,
So I mean,
definitely cheaper.
the universities are ranked better than India.
Yeah,
It's cheaper than India.
Yeah.
The life quality is better than India.
yeah.
So I don't know what's the
Missing part.
missing part here, right? Obviously, I understand there are few myths, few stereotypes about Europe and abroad that we'll try to clear in the next part.
Yeah,
But so you recommend students to
Definitely.
come here. Okay. Okay. Last question. I know it's getting cold and you have a train to catch. But if I'm not wrong, you applied through yourself, right? You
Yeah.
did not take any help for the whole
No,
procedure.
I did not, but it took me a lot and a lot of effort because thanks to my uncle that he was like in a government job and he had connections and stuff. So it was like doable for me by myself. But I would say that if I had to pay an agency for like a consultancy for doing these things for me and remove all the stress that I had during that time,
You would go for it.
I would have paid. Yeah, but
Yeah.
in that moment, I did not know about agencies, and the agencies that I knew were charging me like 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs for just the
For just the
application and
application.
admission.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was something that I did not have at that
So-
moment, so I
so-
just said that I would do it by myself.
Yeah, you know what we are trying to do. We are not trying to be a typical consultant or agency.
No, I know.
We are trying to build an alumni group and basically ease the process of students.
Yeah.
And try to be as minimal as
Yeah.
possible in the cost factor.
Yeah.
Right. So you recommend people to, I mean, not do the process by yourself and
I would say if you wanna be
if you want to take
stressed
this.
for like 6 months straight, which could be 6 months to 1 year, because for me it was 6 months because I had connections in the government people. So for me it was doable in 6 months, but it was stress for 6 months straight. But if you want to go through that stress, do it by yourself. And if you don't want to do it by yourself, I would say take a help of someone, because I know that these people have their connections and they have like already, they know where to apply when. It's not like for me, I had to look for everything, research and where to go, and I did not know, and everything had to go by myself. And it was really a pain, but I would say that people like consultancy and agency, they know how to do it and
But
where
be very
to go.
careful when you are approaching the
Don't pay,
Yeah.
I don't know, like 10 lakhs, please.
So when I explained you the concept of College Avenue and you know
Yeah.
about my company,
Yeah.
do you think it's different than the typical consultancy?
I think
route?
it's really different
And
considering.
because we are also picking up students and we are like their local guardians. We have the
Yeah.
team members in every part of the country.
Yeah.
I think that eases
Yeah.
a parent mind that they
Yeah.
have a brother / sister in a
It
in a
actually
country where-
does. Because like for by College Avenue, I would say it's really different from other consultancies. Other consultancy people, वो अपने ऑफिस में बैठे रहते हैं इंडिया में, उनको कुछ पता नहीं है कि यूरोप में exactly हो क्या रहा है. And since these people are doing initiative being students, I would say it's a really hats off to them, because they're doing something for students, by students. And this is a really great thing that they started, because for the fact, first thing, उन्होंने अपना प्रोसेस खुद करा है, उन्हें पता है कि कहाँ से क्या करना है. सेकेंड ऑफ ऑल, जब इंडिया से कोई आता है, लाइक व्हेन आई केम, या ये भी आया था, तो हमें यहाँ पे पता नहीं था कि एग्जैक्टली घर कैसे ढूंढना है, अदर कंट्री, लैंग्वेज वगैरह सब चीज़ का बाहर था. तो दिस इज़ अ ग्रेट थिंग, बिकॉज यहाँ पे अगर ये लोग हैं और इन्हें पता है एग्जैक्टली प्रोसेस कैसे होता है, और अगर लाइक कोई प्रॉब्लम भी हो तो दे आर हियर टू लाइक टेक
them
केयर
out,
ऑफ इट. This is something that makes College Avenue different from all the other consultancies, which is like bheed for me, and they are charging more, and I think the cost comparison is really, really big difference.
Thank you so much. It was really nice to hear that.
No problem.
I think that's it. I'll leave you to catch your
Okay.
train. She has to go to Milan.
So
and
thank
she
you
has,
guys. I hope this was informative for you in some ways.
Yeah, thanks to you too, Kriti. And
Okay.
good luck for your job.
Thank you.